Welcome to News Now on Thursday, January 12th. I'm Jane Kasky.
And I'm Grayson Stadler.
Now on to our top story. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky thanked U.S. President Joe Biden and Germany for their decisions to supply Ukraine with armored fighting vehicles. The Ukrainian president also rejected Russian President Vladimir Putin's proposal of a temporary truce for Orthodox Christians to celebrate Christmas. Shortly after, a senior Ukrainian presidential advisor dismissed Russia's call for a temporary truce as well. Following Russia's brutal February invasion, Ukraine's economy has shrunk by more than 30%, according to the country's economy ministry.
Pope Francis paid tribute to former Pope Benedict XVI on his funeral attended by tens of thousands of mourners at St. Peter's Square on January 5, 2023. Pope Benedict lived a long life, passing away at age 95 on December 31, 2022, at a monastery in Vatican City. About 50,000 people attended the funeral, and many of the people who attended the funeral were calling for the late Pope to be consecrated a saint.
The weather's beginning to get colder, so RSV, known as respiratory syncytial virus, and influenza A and B cases have been on a surge in the United States, filling many hospitals to their capacity. On December 23rd, the CDC reported that there are fewer people being hospitalized for the flu and RSV by the week, even though it's still at a high rise. But COVID hospitalization numbers are rapidly surpassing them. Data from the Department of Health and Human Services showed that hospital beds nationwide were 66% up, which is 3% more than from a week before.
Now in Michigan, the second co-leader of the plot to kidnap Michigan's governor was sentenced to over 19 years in prison, the longest federal sentence of those arrested in the conspiracy. All of the alleged kidnappers will serve over 7 years in prison on state charges of firearms violations, illegal gang membership, and providing material to support the terrorist plot. The group of terrorists planned to kidnap the governor at her summer home in northern Michigan and blow up a bridge so police couldn't assist.
This year, the Silver Stick Hockey Tournament is a huge event for many and is a national treasure. We have our part of the tournament held in Port Huron from January 19th to the 21st. The tournament does wonders bringing in businesses, not only for the hockey, but for the town as well. We hope you come to watch the tournament and stay for the small, hardworking businesses there. We wish the teams the best of luck and stay safe.
Earlier last week, a semi-truck hauling about 12,000 gallons of milk overturned after avoiding a head-on collision. The milk was valued at around $25,000 according to the driver. It spilled into a field on the west side of Ruth Road. The driver of the SUV left the scene, and the semi-driver was wearing a seatbelt, and alcohol does not appear to be a factor.
That sounds like one expensive spill, Grayson.
Yeah, I sure wouldn't want to live there. It must smell horrible.
I bet. Now let's go to Nick with the NFL Buffalo Bills injured player. What do you have on that?
I have a lot on that. Fans gathered on Monday, January 2nd to watch the Buffalo Bills versus the Bengals when all of a sudden Buffalo Bills' Damar Hamlin collapsed from cardiac arrest. The incident happened after Hamlin tackled Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins after a 13-yard catch. According to the Bills, his heartbeat was restored on the field before he was transported in an ambulance to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center for further testing and treatment. Doctors gave us good news on Thursday, January 5th, saying that Hamlin was making substantial progress and his neurological condition and function are intact. We send hopes and prayers to him and his family. It's good to hear that he is doing better. Now let's see how the NFL playoffs are going. This season for the NFL has been pretty exciting, and with the regular season at a close, we have a lot to look back on and a lot to look forward to. During the season, we have seen many things we will look forward to during the playoffs. The seeding of these playoffs have an exciting look to it. The AFC division with proper seeding, we have the Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, Jacksonville Jaguars, Los Angeles Chargers, Baltimore Ravens, and Miami Dolphins barely clutching the playoffs. In the NFC division, we have the Eagles, 49ers, Vikings, Buccaneers, Cowboys, Giants, and Seattle Seahawks also barely clutching the playoff spot. This postseason will be very entertaining for fans all across the country, so don't miss it. It's now time to talk about the champions of college football. Earlier this week, TCU went up against Georgia in the college football championship. They played at the SoFi Stadium, which is located in Inglewood, California. TCU went into the game 13-1 and came out 13-2, and Georgia went into the game 14-0 and came out 15-0. The Georgia Bulldogs were favored to win after going 14-0 throughout the season, and they defended their championship title in the championship game. Now let's come a little closer to home and talk about the wrestling team and how their season is going. Looking back on the Marysville Vikings 2022 to 2023 wrestling season, it's been a rough year for these boys and girls. The mighty Vikings record so far is 2-6, but with good hopes they can have a fantastic comeback towards the end of the season. With one of their captains, Jacob Tunich, keeping the team's head up, they still have high hopes to come back and improve their team's record. Keep yourself updated on the Marysville Vikings wrestling season by attending their meets. We'll be back with more news now after this break.
Across the country, millions of Americans are being prescribed opioids for pain relief. Sure, opioids mask the pain, but there are risks. Opioid side effects range from nausea to withdrawal symptoms to overdose. Approximately 25% of people prescribed opioids for long-term pain relief struggle with addiction. And those addicted are 40 times more likely to move on to heroin. When it comes to managing your pain, you have a choice. Don't mask your pain with opioids. Choose to treat it with the help of a physical therapist. Physical therapists treat pain through movement and exercise. No warning labels required, and you get to actively participate in your care. Choose to improve your health without the risks of opioids. Choose physical therapy.
Welcome back, folks. Jane, you have a winner of a story.
I do, Grayson. A group of Michigan healthcare workers in Traverse City were in a lottery club when the most unthinkable happened. They won $1 million from the Michigan Powerball. Because they had all known each other for so long, they decided to split the money up between the 78 of them in the club. Many of the workers were ecstatic and had big plans for the money, especially one woman planning for her wedding. Even with the money split up, each member of the club was still awarded over $12,000.
A woman named Jess Mel struggled with depression and found more than 300 ways to improve her mental health by trying something new every day for a year. Some of the things she tried was that Jess has tried to dye her hair pink, beekeeping, yoga, and lots more. Jess now says that this is the happiest she has ever been, and she hopes to continue trying new things every day.
Grayson, I think you should dye your hair pink.
I don't know about that one, Jane. Now, news about the Marysville High School. Hannah, what do you have about that?
Thanks, guys. Our MHS exams are about to begin. They'll be held through the week of January 17th through the 19th. All high school students are required to take the exams of their classes of the current semester. They'll be tested on what they've learned throughout the class. On Tuesday the 17th, first and second hour exams will be taken. On Wednesday the 18th, third and fourth hour exams will be taken. On Thursday the 19th, which is a half day, sixth and seventh hour exams will be taken. We hope that every student will bring their best throughout the week of exams. Good luck. After a stressful week of exams, we can finally cut loose at our upcoming winter dance. On January 20th, we have a winter semi-formal. Everyone from 9th to 12th grade will be welcome. There will be singing, dancing, and food. The winter formal will be hosted by Marysville High School, and the tickets will be $5 per student to get in. Guest passes will be displayed in the office. Marysville High School had their Spirit Week from January 9th to 13th, having a fun dress-up week of ideas for more fun right before exams. Monday was a Western day, Tuesday was Dynamic Duos, Wednesday was Jersey Day, and Thursday was Dress-Up Day. Friday will be Whiteout. Take pictures of your Spirit Week outfits every day and upload them to Google Forms to win a $10 gift card from a local business. Participate in the Spirit Week to help your school spirit grow. We'll be right back after a short break to talk about some technology.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds. We surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
I'm a veteran. We hit a mine in Vietnam. When I came home, I didn't know where to turn.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory's been never giving up hope. My wife is always there to remind me we have a life to live.
DAV provides a lifetime of support, helping veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I am a veteran, but after I got out, I spent 2 years alone and homeless.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans so they can reach victories great and small.
My victory was finding the support to get back on my feet. Now I'm getting things right with my family.
I finally admitted, with my PTSD, I wasn't doing well.
But there's more to be done and more victories to be won.
Now I wish I'd found DAV sooner. I am a veteran. My victory is just enjoying each day.
Help support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Thanks for joining us on News Now, folks. I've heard that technology has been advancing so quickly these days.
Yeah, it sure is.
Aiden, what's the word with new and improved AI?
There's a lot of new things that are being going on with AI. Our society is improving at making artificial intelligence, or AI, that can think and act like humans. We're also starting to see AI as much more capable of tasks, like making music and movie trailers that look a lot like human-made ones. Additionally, AI can make a snap judgment based on someone's appearance. Researchers from the University of Notre Dame have created an algorithm that judges a person's face or characteristics like trustworthiness or dominance. Now for something that's a lot like AI, but it grows and can help us out. A group of scientists from the National Eye Institute used a patient's stem cell and 3D bioprinted to produce artificial eye tissue. Since scientists have an almost limitless supply of this artificial eye tissue, they will be able to research blinding diseases and hopefully find a treatment for them. The eye tissue takes 42 days to fully develop, but once they mature, they are the exact same as human eye tissue. Now, off of artificial intelligence in human eyes, we have a new braking system to protect and save more lives. Nissan has a great start to 2023. The automotive team just announced that they have a developing new emergency braking system that will give alerts and start applying the brakes if or once the vehicle is close enough to crashing. The e-brake system will fully apply the brakes. This is a huge breakthrough in car safety. Very excited to see what is yet to come. Back to you guys at the desk.
Wow, that auto braking system will help me a lot when I start to drive. Grayson, have you seen the new Avatar movie?
No, I haven't.
Well, the CGI is amazing. Kyrie, what do you have on Avatar: The Way of Water?
The new movie Avatar: The Way of Water was released in cinemas worldwide on Friday, 16 December 2022. This release date marks roughly 13 years to the day since the release of the first film. In this movie, Jake and his wife have formed a family and are doing everything to stay together. However, they must leave their home and explore a new place in Pandora. Jake must find a difficult war against humans. Avatar 2 soars past Top Gun with $1.5 billion to become the highest grossing film of 2022, and it's already the 10th biggest movie ever. That's not the only thing everyone is talking about. Taylor announced she's kicking off the Eras Tour, scheduled to hit U.S. stadiums beginning in March 2023 and running into August. Currently, Taylor Swift tickets at Vivid Seats start at around $200, with an average price of around $10,658. Taylor Swift has announced 17 more concerts for her tour. The latest additions are in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Denver, Tampa, Houston, and more. Another movie that came out was the brand new Puss in Boots movie, distributed by Universal Pictures, just came out on December 21st, 2022, and it had already had people storming into the movie theaters to watch it. In this movie, an adventurous cat named Puss in Boots lost one of his 9 lives and goes on a journey to find the mythical last witch and restore his 9th life. This movie is the 4th movie of the adventurous and comedic Puss in Boots film series, starting all the way back in 1961. But Puss in Boots was also based on a fairy tale dating all the way back to 1697. I can't wait to see that movie. What about you, Jane?
I can't wait to see it either.
Yeah, that Puss in Boots movie sounds awesome.
We should definitely go see it.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thanks for joining us on News Now.
See you next time.